Aloha! Welcome back to Hello Good Game, where we're looking at continuous Magic the Gathering arena videos. Today, we're just going to review Core Set 2020, take a look at it, familiarize ourselves with it, maybe start a little bit of a dialogue in the chat about the cards, what you're excited to see, etc., etc. If you've not yet done so, it would be hugely appreciated if you could subscribe to the channel. It's a great free way to support it. And all subscribers are entered into the gem giveaway as well. So if you've not seen that, go ahead and check that out. Getting right into it, we're going to start with the white cards and just work our way through it. Aerial Assault. Cost 3, it's a sorcery, and we're destroying target tapped creature. You gain 1 life for each creature you control with flying. So this is nice, and like I'm imagining right now that those are healer hawks, you know what I mean? And he's just destroying target creature that attacked because it's strong and healer hawks are weak, so it's like I'm doing more damage than you're gaining life. So you can destroy it and rain down with your healer hawks some more. Or whatever else that has flying that you are using. Ajani's Strength of the Pridemate, this is really fun. So his -2 ability is creating basically an Ajani's Pridemate. So -2 is create a 2/2 white cat soldier creature token named Ajani's Pridemate with whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Ajani's Pridemate. And then the +1 is you gain life equal to the number of creatures you control plus the number of planeswalkers you control. So it's a great way to plus your Ajani's Pridemates too. We also have for 0, if you have at least 15 or more life than you started with, exile Ajani's Pridemate and each artifact and creature your opponent controls. So it's a great way to just wipe your opponent's blockers out, right? Because Ajani doesn't have trample, so we're going to need to get those attacks through somehow. And basically, you can do this whenever. Of course, you're going to have more than 15 life as a white deck, right? So it's just like a nice little field wipe. We also, moving on, have Ancestral Blade for 2. Now this is an artifact equipment, but costing that white. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token and then attach this to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, so it's going to be a 2/2 creature into the battlefield for 2, and you could get this off of it somehow. You could equip it to a different creature, right? Angel of Vitality. This is a flying angel for 3. It is a 2/2, and if you would gain life, you would gain that much life +1 instead. Angel of Vitality gets +2/+2 as long as you have more than 25 life. So essentially, it's a 4/4 for 3 flying, and gives you a little bit extra life. Not a lot. She is a babe, though, if you check her out. Woof, woof. Angelic Gift for 2. It's an enchantment aura. Enchant creature, when it enters the battlefield, draw a card, and then enchanted creature has flying. So, draw a card plus flying for 2. Not the worst. Maybe not the greatest, though. I don't really care for enchantment auras so much, personally. Apostle of Purifying Light. This is a human cleric. It costs 2, and it's a 2/1. However, it has protection from black, and you can pay 2 and exile card from a graveyard, which isn't the greatest to me personally. Battalion Foot Soldier for 3. It is a 2/2 as well, and when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for any number of cards named Battalion Foot Soldier, reveal them, put them into your hand, and shuffle your library. So this is kind of similar to the oh goodness, what's he called? Wild Growth Guardian, I believe, or the Growth Chamber Guardian, that's it. But instead of when he's got a counter on him, you search for another. This is when you attack. So it's a cool way to stack your hand quite quickly. He's not very good, though. It is only a 2/2, so you're going to need some ++ or flying, maybe. Perhaps the Angelic Gift would go good on the Battalion Foot Soldier. We'll see. Bishop of Wings. So this is 2 planes, which I really like. Whenever it enters the battlefield under your control, you get 4 life, and when an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit token creature with flying. So this, I think, is really going to link up with Resplendent Angel quite nicely as well. Brought back for 2 as well. This is an instant, and choose up to 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Return them to the battlefield tapped. So that is pretty aggressive. You could attack in, know that your guys are going to die in combat damage, and bring them right back, right? Cavalier of Dawn. So we have a Cavalier of every single color, and they each cost 2, and then 3 of that said land type. The Plains one is a Elemental Knight. I believe they're all knights, which is history of Benalia, am I right? Especially for white. Vigilance. When he enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller creates 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature. So you're getting a removal when he comes into the field, which is great. It's a non-land permanent, so you're hitting anything. And then when it dies, return artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. So we could, in fact, potentially put the Brought Back in. Like, if the Brought Back was in the graveyard, our Cavalier of Dawn died, we bring Brought Back, and then we play it instant speed, right? Because the Cavalier died during combat phase, most likely. And then we could play this in our last phase, or right after. Dawning Angel, moving on, is a 4-cost creature, and it has flying, and it is a 3/2. And when it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. I like 4 life, but I don't really care for that. Daybreak Chaplain. I don't know. I believe this is a reprint. It's got lifelink and a 3/1 for 2. Devout Decree. This card costs 2 as well, and it's a sorcery. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature or planeswalker that is black or red, scry 1. Not so great. Disenchants for 2, destroy target artifact or enchantments. Maybe. Eternal Isolation for 2, put target creature with power 4 or greater on the bottom of its owner's library. It's great because it only costs 2, but at the same time, will that be useful in most decks? I'm not sure. Fencing Ace for 2. This is a 1/1 with double strike. Pretty cool, but he's going to need some enchantments or equipment. Gauntlets of Light. I think we're seeing that right here beside it for 3. Excuse me. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 and assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Enchanted creature has pay 3, untap this creature. So pretty cool. Yeah, it would make this a 3/3 essentially, which is quite cool. Glaring Aegis. Enchant creature, when he enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. Enchanted creature gets +1/+3 for 1. This is an enchantment that is starting to get a little bit better because it's tapping the opponent's creature and then it's giving a nice buff. These 3 go together quite well, but I'm not sure you can make a deck around that. However, moving on, God's Willing for 1. Target creature you control gains protection from the color type of your choice until end of turn, plus scry 1. So you're basically protecting anything from anything. God's Willing. Griffin Protector for 4. It's flying for 2/3, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, he gets a counter till end of turn. We have another Griffin. This one is Griffin Seneschal for 3. It's flying with 1/3 as well. And Vigilance, though. I don't know. Hanged Executioner. This costs 3, and it's a spirit card with flying. Whenever it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. You could pay 4 and exile it, and then you could also, by exiling it, exile a target creature as well. It's pretty expensive for what it does, but maybe really cool and limited, right? Herald of the Sun for 6. This is truly expensive. This is an angel of flying. You can pay 3 and put a counter on another target creature with flying, and it is for 4. Inspired Charge for 4. 2 planes here. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Ooh, that's no good. Inspiring Captain for 4. When Inspiring Captain enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 until the end of turn. Not so bad because he himself is a creature. We also have ley lines in each of the colors along with the Cavaliers, which is quite cool. So looking at the white ley line of Sanctity, if ley line of Sanctity is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. So that is a free 4-drop if it was in your hand. And you have hexproof. What a way to start the game against red. GG. Loxodon Life Chanter. When it enters the battlefield, you may have your life total become your toughness of the total of creatures you control. You pay 6, and he gets plus X until end of turn, where X is your life total. Loyal Pegasus for 1, dropping in mana cost now. This is a flying for 2/1, and he can't attack or block alone. Be cool if you had multiple Loyal Pegasuses, maybe, for 1. That's 2 flying, but it's unlikely, so maybe not. Master Splicer for 4. When he enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 Golem artifact creature, and golems you control get +1/+1. Moment of Heroism for 2. This is an instant, and target creature gets +2/+2 and gains lifelink until end of turn. That's pretty fun. Imaginary lifelink plus the huge bonus in attack and defense is fun. Moorland Inquisitor. So this is a 2-cost human soldier card for 2/2, and you can pay 3, and he gains first strike until end of turn. Pacifism is a reprint. We love this. It costs 2, and enchanted creature can't attack or block. Planar Cleansing. Oh my lord. For 6, 3 planes, destroy all non-land permanents. Goodbye. Raise the Alarm for 2. Create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Rule of Law for 3. This is an enchantment. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. GG red. Sephira Skyblade for 7. Woof. 3 planes. This is intense. You may pay 1 and tap 4 untapped creatures you control with flying rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Flying, lifelink. Other creatures you control with flying have indestructible. Woof. So you need 4 1/1 flyers and pay this on your 4th turn. That's fun. And maybe some of your flyers could be Afterlife. Soulmender for 1. It's a creature with 1/1 and you can tap it to gain 1 life. That's a reprint for sure. Squad Captain for 5. Vigilance, and when it enters the battlefield, it does enter the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it for each other creature you control. Starfield Mystic for 2. Enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Starfield Mystic. Steadfast Sentry for 3. Vigilance. When Steadfast Sentry dies, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Not so bad. Yoked Ox is just a 0/4 defender, basically, with no defender. So I'm seeing this Yoked Ox for 1, and that makes me think immediately of Gauntlets of Light. So this is relatively cheap too. You would play your 0/4 and then you could enchant it and it would go to be 0/6, but it deals combat damage to its defense rather than its toughness rather than its power. And you could untap it to defend, potentially. So it would be a 6/6 attacker with this. The Yoked Ox. As far as ranked metagame changes go, I'm not sure what we would see added to the white deck. I mean, obviously, there's some things that could be put in maybe a hard control deck or something like this. Like, I believe Land of Sanity is going to be in every deck that has white in it, right? God's Willing is going to be another, maybe a green situation, or black with combos. Cavaliers of Dawn, we'll see those, but maybe not in like the one white deck. What do you guys think will be added to the White Weenies deck with Venerated Loxodon, etc., etc.? We've been here for 15 minutes, and I feel like this is more than I ever talk. We probably will go through all the colors day by day leading to the release. So we're just going to take a look at white today. Johnny, Strength of the Pride, an absolute beast. Brought back along with your Cavalier of Dawn. That's a pretty cool combo because you're getting double exile and bringing your brought back. Like this, I believe, is some sort of infinite loop here, potentially, as long as they're killing your Cavalier of Dawn over and over. Gauntlets of Light with the Yoked Ox. That's a great combo. Even the Glaring Aegis, if you could somehow milk that in with it. Herald of the Sun. Sephiroth Skyblade for 7. That's absolutely crazy. We can make a flyer deck out of this. This could go mono white if it had more white flyers, right? Tomorrow we're going to look at blue and see what goodies lie yonder. We've actually we're holding our rank above 1200, which is great. Sorry, I don't know how this got all whacked out. Perfect. So we're holding our rank still above 1200 Mythic. We have 43 hours left in the season. We are definitely 100% going to get the top 1000, and we're going to get those nice fancy sleeves, you know what I mean, boys? So stay tuned for that. We're going to be live streaming a whole bunch in the next 44 hours. I've accidentally been leaving my stream run without shutting it off while I leave. So sorry about that. We do have a couple faithful watchers though, so shout outs to them. I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate all of you on YouTube as well. We're gaining subscribers consistently. I'm up to 14, almost at 15% of my total watch time requirements towards the monetization of the channel. So that's super, super exciting. And I think we're only like 58 or 57 subscribers away from doing our Phase 2 gem giveaway. Someone messaged one of the videos today or commented that that's 2,500 USD, right? Yeah, I know, bro. Tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. Did they want 2,500 USD in gems? I don't know. You tell me. I know I do. I've got my core set here pre-ordered. Looking forward to spamming those packs right open and probably buying a couple more boxes, if you know what I mean. So if that interests you, subscribe to the channel, comment what you thought, share it out to your friends, all those goodies. Super duper appreciate it. And I hope you guys all have a really good evening. And I hope to see you all on the stream in the next couple days. Take care, and hello, good game. Bye-bye.